let's talk about one of the most incredible and honestly underappreciated organs in your entire body, your liver. And specifically, we're going to dive into its almost superhuman ability to heal itself. This is really a story of regeneration. So, let's just start with a big question. What if you could actually hit the reset button on one of your body's hardest working parts? I know, it sounds a little bit like science fiction, right? But the biology behind it is it's absolutely fascinating. So let's explore that journey.
Okay, first things first, we need to understand the problem. In our modern world, the liver is just under constant pressure from the foods we eat, the environment, pretty much everything. And for so many of us, the problem is that this vital organ is simply overworked, day in and day out. Now, what's really interesting here is the conflict it shows. See, on one hand, your liver has a primary mission. It's supposed to be the body's master filter, right? Processing and neutralizing all sorts of stuff. But what's its current reality? Well, a lot of the time, it's stuck in what we can call constant storage mode. So what does that even mean? Well, it means that instead of focusing on its main job of cleaning house, the liver is totally overwhelmed with processing and storing excess energy, mostly from our diets. You can think of it like this. It's so busy being a pantry that it just doesn't have time to be the janitor. So, the big question is, how do we break that cycle? And this brings us right to the core idea of a reset. It's all about lifting that constant metabolic pressure that keeps the liver stuck in storage mode. The idea here really isn't complicated. A reset is simply about giving the organ a break, a much-needed vacation. By cutting back on the constant flood of sugars and processed carbs that force it into overdrive, we relieve that metabolic pressure, and that allows it to finally switch from its side hustle of storage back to its main gig of filtering.
And when that pressure is lifted, oh man, something incredible happens almost right away. We see a complete shutdown of the liver's internal fat-making factory.
Now, the scientific name for this process is de novo lipogenesis. It sounds super complex, I know, but it's actually pretty simple. De novo means from new, lipo is fat, and genesis is creation. So it's literally the creation of new fat from excess sugar, and it's happening right inside your liver.
And this shows you exactly how it works. When there's way more sugar than your body needs for energy right now, where does it go? It gets sent to the liver. The liver, with nowhere else to put it, is forced to run this little conversion machine, turning that extra sugar into fat for storage.
But when you lift that metabolic pressure, when you stop flooding it with all that extra sugar, the most important thing happens. That entire fat-making production line just grinds to a halt. It literally stops. And this is the pivot point. This is the big moment. With the fat factory closed for business, the liver finally has the resources and, the opportunity to switch gears. It stops storing and it starts doing what it does best, cleaning house.
Now this is where the story gets truly amazing, because the liver doesn't just clean, it actually rebuilds. Its own internal regeneration engine just ignites.
Scientists actually describe the liver as having an extraordinary ability to regenerate. I mean, think about that. It's one of the only organs in the entire human body that can literally regrow and repair itself after being damaged. It's an almost miraculous biological feature.
And this regeneration, it isn't just a single event. It's a whole systematic, multi-step process. The liver starts by clearing out all the old, damaged tissue and bringing down the internal inflammation that was caused by being so overworked. Then, it actively starts building new, healthy liver cells, basically restoring itself and its primary filtering functions from the ground up. So, after all that, what's the end result of this period of less pressure and active regeneration? Well, after about 30 days of consistently giving the liver this break, what you see is nothing short of a rebirth for this vital organ.
I mean, you can see the transformation right here. It's a classic before and after. We go from a liver that is overworked and just stuck in storage mode to one that is regenerated, revitalized, and back to doing its most important job, efficiently filtering for your body. So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Your liver possesses this incredible built-in capacity to heal itself. The power for regeneration is already there, waiting. So the only real question left is, what will you do with that knowledge?